the only place to hear cheers get busted. This is the Dave Ryan Show's War of the Roses, 101.3 KDWB.
Special guest today on War of the Roses, it's Weather Girl Jenny.
Hello.
Because Fallon's over in Paris, and we're not upset at all that we did not get to go to Paris, because
not at all.
We have, the boss says there's leftover birthday cake from Paul's birthday last week. It's in the kitchen.
Okay.
You can have as much as you want.
I can't wait. I'm digging in.
We're pretty excited. Paris birthday cake, I think we win. Mm-hmm. So Jenny, thanks for helping us out with this one. We're going to talk to Tony. Tony's got what is really a weird reason to think that your girlfriend of 2 months might be cheating on you. Tony, tell us the story. What's going on?
So, a little backstory, just so you guys know where I'm coming from on this. She got out of a long-term relationship at the end of last year, and, we started dating not too quickly after that. So, essentially, this past weekend, we were at a barbecue at a neighbor's place. I was away from her, but close enough to overhear, and she was a little bit drunk, and I heard her talking to some friends and saying, "Oh, I have to keep my eyes closed during sex." And she said it was because I'm so unattractive. And, she laughed, but here's the thing. She actually does keep her eyes closed during sex. Something I've actually noticed about her. Not once has she opened her eyes during it. And I don't know if we left it at that, it would have maybe been fine. But she actually repeated herself to a different group of people and then repeated herself again to another group of people. And so she's basically drunk at this party going around telling everybody she has to keep her eyes closed during sex. This is how ugly she thinks I am, I guess.
That's terrible. I'm sorry that you heard that, because number one, I'm hoping she's joking.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, I used to date a woman who did not like to open her eyes during sex because, how did she put it? It was she did not want me to look into her soul, basically.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't want to be that intimate. And I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she just felt very vulnerable or something.
I think some girls just are uncomfortable in their own bodies, so they kind of keep their eyes shut during sex. So I would say it's not necessarily a red flag from her just keeping her eyes shut, but her going around telling people at a party that he's unattractive, then that's a different story.
That's just mean.
Yeah.
But then I have to ask you, Tony, they say we all know how attractive we are by about the time we're 12 or 13. What can you say about your level of attractiveness? And I know it's kind of a personal question.
I'm not like a Ryan Gosling or anything, but I'm also not like a Paul Giamatti.
I can't picture what he looks like. Who's that? Look him up.
I don't know.
Paul Giamatti?
He's like that actor who plays Schlubby in all the movies. I would say I'm average.
Okay.
Average looking.
But here's the thing. Even if you're below average, she's the one who's decided something, she likes something about you. Not everybody is a model. Like you said, not everybody's Ryan Gosling or whatever. But John C. Reilly probably still has somebody that likes him, even though he might not be the most attractive.
Do you think that she's really out of your league, Tony?
I'll say this. She is probably the most attractive person I've ever dated.
Good for you.
Yeah, that makes me feel good, but it doesn't make me feel good her going around telling everybody she has to basically wear a blindfold whenever we're intimate.
That's so mean. And you know what? I am sorry that you had to overhear that. Obviously, she didn't mean you to overhear that. But let me ask you another question, and this is what's really more important, is do you guys get along? Do you laugh together? Because I think a lot of people will admit, looks are important, but the power of looks in a relationship, they kind of go away after a while.
Yeah.
But whether you get along with them and laugh with them and you learn from them and blah, 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 that's the part that's really important. Do you have a good time together?
So far it's been fine. We've only been dating for about 2 months now, and it's not like we spend every day together. But, it seems like it's been going in a better direction. But after hearing this, I'm not so sure.
Well, I know that it's kind of a new relationship, but you had mentioned in your email that you're worried that you're kind of a rebound, and maybe she's just like, you know what? He might not be Mr. Right, but he's Mr. Right now. And we want to find out if there's somebody else that she might be seeing. Her name is Ashley. So we're going to call Ashley, and Weather Girl Jenny is going to give her the little survey, say, hey, I'm from your cable company, your satellite company, and we're going to give you a survey, and I'll give you a free romantic dinner out if you to complete the survey, and then we'll find out who she wants to put on the reservation for the dinner out. and you're Tony, so hopefully she's going to say Tony. Do you know of any other guys or her ex-boyfriend's name that she might blurt out?
I mean, her ex-boyfriend's name is Steve, so if she says that, then, fear's confirmed.
Okay. Tony, stay right there. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take phone calls. And first of all, I want to ask, should Tony just dump her in the first place? I mean, if she's going to talk that way, wouldn't you hate it if you overheard your boyfriend or some guy at a party going, yeah, Jenny's a real pain in the ass, but she's great in the sack?
Oh, I'd make a scene right there.
Would you? You would make a scene right there?
Yeah, I'd call them out.
Okay. So maybe you think that he should dump her in the first place, or what do you think is going on? Or maybe you've got a story about overhearing something that your partner said about you, maybe when you were dating. What should he do? And do you think that she will pick somebody else to have dinner with? Call me. Text me. Here's the phone number, 651-989-KDWB. And the text short code is KDWB1. By the way, Star Party tickets coming up right after War of the Roses, which we'll get back to in a couple of seconds. The weirdest thing about this War of the Roses has got to be the fact that she keeps her eyes closed during the lovin'. Well, and then he overheard her telling a friend, yeah, he's so ugly that I keep my eyes closed during sex. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. JT, what do you think? Is he making a mistake by even staying in this relationship, JT?
Man, let me tell you, I'm sitting here listening to this. I can't do nothing but shake my head. I know Tony's probably listening.
You know what, JT? It's not your fault, but your phone has got a bad signal today. Thanks for being on the show. I apologize for that. Sometimes it happens. Dexter is on the phone from St. Louis Park. Dexter, what do you make of this whole thing?
I honestly think that she is a rebound for sure. But second, I think he should be happy if she's out of his league that she's let him do that, and she's telling all her friends that she's having sex with him.
I mean, I guess, does he have a point? Because you could argue that, all right, I'm a 3, and if I got to hook up with a 10, I guess I could let her say to her friends, yeah, Dave's really a troll and he's ugly, so I keep my eyes closed, but I'd still be happy to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't sound very... You're not believing me. You're not subscribing.
No.
All right. Jordan is on the phone. Jordan, what do you think is going on? Should he dump her?
Absolutely. I think she's completely insecure and shallow. You can do way better. Find somebody who actually likes you for you, and you're going to be the most beautiful person to them anyway.
You know, that's a good point, because the looks kind of go away. They kind of lose their big appeal after a while. And then somebody say, you know what, your husband, he's really hot. And you look at him and go, yeah, he's all right. Couple of text messages at KDWB1 53921. I once heard my roommate at a party telling all of our friends my boyfriend was a 10 and I was a 7 at best. Yeah, we're not friends anymore. Somebody else said via text, that's one of the cruelest things I've ever heard somebody say about their partner. You are throwaway to her because you can't take comments like that back from your friends. Leave no matter what. Another one, I once asked my ex what he liked about me. After pausing for a very long time, he said, well, I guess you have a cute face. We broke up soon after. Okay, here's the last one. There's a bunch. By the way, thanks for all the text messages. One time I came out of the bathroom at a party. Everybody was at a table, and they all stopped talking and stared at me. Obviously, they were talking about me, and it was embarrassing. I sat on the front lawn with my beer until the night was over. I never saw him again. I was out of his league. Okay, let's get to the phone call on War of the Roses. Right after that, Star Party tickets.
So, all right, Ashley, thanks for taking a couple minutes to take that survey. So now we have a romantic dinner for 2. And to set up the reservation, I obviously have your name, but I was wondering who you're going to bring with you to the reservation so I can put their name on the card for the table.
Yeah, sure. You can use Tony.
Okay, awesome. And did you want to put anything on the card? We can leave a little message for him.
Sure, you could just say something like, surprise, sweetie, or I don't know, fun duo night out.
Oh, that's so nice. Is Tony your boyfriend?
Yeah.
So, Tony, that's kind of good news. I mean, she picked you to have dinner with. Hold on a second, Ashley, and I'll explain everything that's going on right now. Ashley, it's actually Dave Ryan on the radio over at KDWB. and we're not your cable company, and there really is no survey, and there really is no dinner, but your boyfriend Tony wanted to know if you were offered a free romantic dinner, would you choose him or somebody else, or maybe like your ex-boyfriend Steve?
No, I mean, of course I'd choose you, Tony. What?
Well,
Hey, Ashley, I'm actually here. Sorry to interrupt, but
yeah, but he's on the phone. Yeah, he's listening in. So explain to Ashley, who seems a little confused, why you were a little bit insecure or suspicious or uneasy about everything.
Yeah, I feel kind of stupid right now because I, thought you were maybe cheating on me, but the other day at the barbecue, I overheard you telling everybody that you have to keep your eyes closed during sex because you think I'm so unattractive. And I assume that you probably would prefer to see somebody else.
No, that's not true. Obviously, I would want to see you. I chose you for the date, and that's not even true.
What's not even true? What part's not true?
I mean, he must have, I don't know. I was drunk at that party, but I find you attractive.
But he said he heard you 3 different times tell 3 different people that you have to keep your eyes closed during sex because Tony is so unattractive.
No, I mean, that's not true. Like I said, I was also pretty buzzed at that barbecue. But that's not true. I'm not cheating on you.
People say things when they're drunk that they still mean, even if they're drunk.
They say this, Jenny. They say a drunk person's words are a sober person's thoughts.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, okay, I guess I'll just be really honest right now. Yeah, I was pretty drunk at that party, and it sounds like I was being a jerk and saying some rude things, and I don't find you the most physically attractive person, but that's not what I'm looking for right now. I think we have a great connection. I think you're funny. We have a great time together, and I've been there, done that. I don't need to date a model. I like you, and I'm not cheating on you, and I think we have a good thing.
Tony, are you okay with the fact that she doesn't really find you super attractive, though?
I mean, it hurt my feelings to hear you say that, and if you don't mind, I'd appreciate it if you don't go around saying that to everyone, but, I told them you're probably the hottest person I've ever dated, and we do have a good time together, and if you don't mind the fact that I'm not a Chris Hemsworth, then I can get over it.
Or can he? All right, that's War of the Roses on KDWB. Thanks for all the text messages. A lot of people were like, get rid of her.
Yeah.
There's a couple of people who are like, dude, just enjoy it. She's a 10. That was guys. That was guys that texted.
Of course.
It. Totally a male perspective. But thanks for all the phone calls.